Hi guys, Michael from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. I've entitled this video, What Price Freedom? And I'm not actually meaning to be controversial. I'm not going down the government regulation path or anything along those sort of lines. What I'm actually wanting to do is look at an example that came through our office fairly recently about the cost of freedom. Now, freedom, true freedom, is that ability to have choices no matter what the scenario is going on around you. So whether it be good times or bad times, that you actually have some real choices, some actual choices that you can make. And that's what gives you ultimate freedom. Now, a couple came to us fairly recently, and they decided that they wanted an insurance policy against the world going pear-shaped. So what that pear-shaped took form of, we never really got to the bottom of. But just in case, whether it was a medical emergency, whether it was bad timing, whether it was, the economy collapsing, all those sorts of things, they wanted an insurance policy that they could fall back on, or that they felt they could fall back on in times of trouble, just to give them that freedom, that option to choose when they needed to. And they decided that that insurance policy was going to take the form of gold. We can have a whole discussion about whether that's wise or not, but in their case, they decided that this was the way they wanted to move forward. So they came into our office, they sat down with us, they talked it through for quite a while. We decided between all of us what we thought would be the best for them. They agreed to it. They agreed to a price with us. They laid down a certain amount of money to secure it. They had to get a couple of other things, a couple of ducks in a line before they could actually pay the full amount. And they went away quite happy, having locked in that price with that amount of gold that they'd secured. Now, the transaction took a few days to occur, and over that time, spot price actually dropped a little bit. So at one point, we were having a discussion about, well, this has cost them X number of dollars. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was probably a couple of thousand dollars. It had actually cost them because of the spot price dropping in the time that the transaction had actually taken to take place, to be fulfilled. And we were discussing about that actual cost and if it was a cost. And one of the comments that we made going back and forth was, if it was a cost, was it a cost worth taking? And my argument would be yes, because even though it has cost them, let's say it cost them $2,000, that $2,000 has now secured them the option that pretty much no matter what goes on in the world, whether the whole economy collapses, whether they just need to raise cash really quickly, whether they want to move to another place and transport their wealth to somewhere else, they now have that option. So even if it has cost them that few $1,000s to actually make that leap and to take out that insurance policy and to secure that freedom, it has only cost them a couple of thousand, and they now have an insurance policy that is transferable around the world. Wherever they go, they can take it with them. It has meant that they can secure cash at the drop of a hat. They can present this investment that they've made, they can present it anywhere in the world, and they will be handed cash instantly in their currency. So they've secured all that freedom, and it has only cost them that small amount. So what price is your freedom worth to you? Have a think about that next time spot price goes against you. All right, that's it for today. Thanks.